Hi everyone, this is Alice. Welcome to the Alice Edit. Today we're going to go through 10 tips on how I strategize and shop sensibly to the best of my ability for the Sephora VIB sale, or the holiday sale event, I think is what they call it. I'll have all of the information on the sale that's coming up in the description box, so you can refer to that. This is not a product recommendation video, so I wanted to help you be a little bit more selective on what you're putting in your shopping basket. So let's get into this. Tip number 1, do some self-reflection. So before you even go look at the sale items or browse through Sephora's website, go look into your collection right now and then identify your essentials, the things that you actually use consistently, the things you've repurchased over and over again, and understand how much it takes or how long it takes for you to actually use up that item. So for example, an essential would be your favorite shampoo that you regularly buy from Sephora. Take a look at that, take a look at how much you have of that left, and then think about how long it took you to finish that product the last time. So with this exercise, what you will end up with is a list of items that you actually need, or quote unquote need. Tip number 2, maintain a shopping list before the sale. And I'm not talking about the shopping basket, so that's a little bonus tip. So what I do, for example, is I write down the items that I want and then the actual retail price, not the price with the discount from the sale, but the actual sticker price of the product. And then I just write it in my journal. You could do this through Excel spreadsheets. You can maybe use like a Wishlist website or something like that. But it's very important for you to itemize every single thing with the price so that you get a better sense of your whole entire purchase for the sale and not just for that individual item. This will give you a little bit of clarity and will help you organize and prioritize. The reason why I don't recommend using the shopping basket on Sephora's website, just like putting things into the shopping basket, number 1 is the endowment effect. So this is the idea: if you have something or you possess something, or if you perceive that you possess something, you're likely to value that item more than if you didn't actually have it or perceive that you have it. I find that when I put something in the shopping basket online, I am way more likely to buy it, even though I didn't necessarily intend on making that purchase when I put it in the first place. So another reason why you don't want to use a basket on Sephora's website prior to the sale is because Sephora follows up with emails reminding you you have something in the basket, and this applies to a lot of other companies as well. With that constant reminder, then you're constantly thinking about those things and you don't have the headspace to let that item just like sit out for a bit and then you can revisit it again. You're constantly seeing that item through your email. The reason why I say in your list, have the retail value or the sticker price, is for you to get a sum of all of the items on your list. For example, if I am buying several items that are maybe like $20-ish, that one particular item wouldn't seem very expensive. But if I have 10 of those items, then the sticker value is all of a sudden $200, which is quite a bit of money. So same thing with your Sephora list. You get a sense of how much you're spending. And for most people, when you go into a purchase, you have a sense of your budget and what your top limit is. But if you didn't have that going in and you're adding all of these in your these things in your basket and you're shocked at the end price, then that is a problem. And while the sale could be as much as 20% off, don't forget you're also paying for sales tax. Number 3, as much as it's very tempting to do, try to limit the consumption of recommendation videos on YouTube or blogs or social media, so on and so forth. You really want to take advantage of a sale to purchase items that meet your needs and your desires. I find that watching these videos makes me desire objects that I didn't know I wanted, and I definitely do not need. I'm not saying don't watch any, you can if you want. I just feel like the other videos that are not specific to Sephora recommendations already are recommendations, and we're constantly bombarded with items that other people think are really good purchases. So don't necessarily need to bombard ourselves more just because there is a sale going on. Tip number 4. This is not that applicable for this coming sale, but maybe for the next sale that you shop or any sale. So try to project how much money you think you'll spend at one of these sales, and in the months leading to the sale, curb your beauty spending. So for example, I myself have a monthly beauty budget that I allow myself to roll over into the next month. So if I know that the sale is going to be in November, I would curb my October, September, and even August spending to get that amount so that at the end of the year, I don't find myself overspending because there is a sale. Tip number 5. Really ask yourself and scrutinize every single item that you put in the basket. Ask yourself if this is really a good idea to buy this item. Will I actually use it? Will I really enjoy this? Is this a sensible purchase? Do I already have something similar to this in my collection? This will help you prioritize things and even help you identify the ones that you don't actually need. And one of the biggest questions that you could ask yourself is, do I value this item enough to buy it at full price if it weren't for the sale? If you answer yes to that question and you determine that this is a sensible purchase that you will use, then you could confidently go ahead and purchase that item and take advantage of the sale. Also keep in mind that depending on your Sephora tier, the sale might not be the best deal that you will get. So for Rouge, which is the highest tier, the discount is 20% off. But if you think of other places that do promotions and sales, so for example, if I am buying a skincare product that's sold at Sephora Anthropologie also sometimes have sales that are 20 to 25% off, which is the same, and that happens throughout the year. So it's not like this is the only opportunity to buy something. And 20% off is not as much as you think, even though it is something, depending on what it is. So for example, if I'm buying a $20 product, 20% off is only $4. Now it adds up, I understand that, but don't spend that $16 for that $20 product if you weren't planning to spend that $20 anyway. So you're actually, if you weren't going to buy that product in the first place, then you're really spending $16 rather than saving $4. Tip number 6, for wishlist products or things that are nice to have, really scrutinize them even more. So for example, if I saw a lipstick that I want to buy, and I already have a whole bunch of lipsticks, then really think about if you'll really use and appreciate it. Is this a gap in your collection that you think you would really enjoy? Ask yourself, why am I buying this item? And again, ask yourself if you are willing to pay full price for this item. If you are not willing to pay full price, you don't really know why you want to purchase this item, you're 50% sure that you'll get a lot of use out of this item, then you're purchasing that item understanding the risks associated to potentially having this item be a bad purchase. I'm not saying don't try new things and splurge. I'm saying that fully understand the risks associated to a product and the fact that it might be a bad purchase. In a sense, you're paying what my mom would call tuition to learn from your bad purchases. But ideally, you could just not make that bad purchase in the first place. Tip number 7. Know who those gifts are going to. This tip is for gifts. So these sales, especially the ones in November, are geared towards holiday shopping, or it's actually a great opportunity to take advantage to if you do have someone in your life who would enjoy beauty products. But the mistake that I've made in the past is buying sets or products, especially the ones with the little minis that come out during the holidays, because they're really cute, thinking that, yeah, someone in my life would really enjoy it. But the reality is that if you don't know exactly who that someone is and it's just a vague someone, you're not actually picking a gift tailored to that person. Now, the exception to this is if you have a very big extended family, for example, and you're doing like holiday visits and stuff, and then sometimes you just, in your family, like gifting as a way to show your love and appreciation, just like gifting random things, and it's just gesture of the gift that matters, then maybe you can buy gifts without having a particular person in mind. But just be mindful. You don't want to end up with giving someone a subpar gift, or the gift that they won't appreciate as much, or having gifts that you have no one to give to and you just end up using yourself. If that was your goal, if you're buying it for yourself, be honest and just buy it for yourself. Don't try to justify the purchase as this will be a gift. Tip number 8. Be mindful of backups. This sale is a great chance to get backups of your staple products or essentials or items that you use up consistently. However, I would make sure you look carefully of whether or not you actually need the backup. For example, I use the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm religiously as my go-to makeup remover for years. Almost without fail, for every single Sephora sale that comes up, I would put one of those in my basket. This is almost habit at this point. However, this year, when I was looking at my beauty products, I realized that I had half a tub of the one that I'm using right now, and then another full size of the one that I'm using that is a backup. So I already have a backup in place, which means that I might not run out of the product. Backups are fine, but really think about how fast or the amount of time it takes for you to consume a product fully. So even if it's a product that you repurchase multiple times, it might take you 1.5 years, for example, to finish a highlighter that you use versus something like a skincare product that you maybe use up in 3 months or 6 months. So really think about how much you use up, how much you already have. Maybe you already have a backup and you don't need as much as you need, or maybe you could skip that purchase altogether for this particular sale. And make sure you only buy backups for your staples and not things that you just really enjoy, but you also enjoy other similar items. So for example, highlighters. It takes me forever to use up a highlighter. I have the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter that I really enjoy. I would repurchase that item. However, there's other highlighters in my collection that I could use up before I make that purchase. So I'm not looking to find a backup for my Charlotte Tilbury highlighter until maybe I've gone through my other highlighters. Number 9, take advantage of cashback programs or credit card points or whatever kind of purchasing programs that you might have. So obviously if you're shopping the Sephora sale, you already have a Sephora account, then you're already getting points from Sephora. But I'm talking about cashback, like with Ebates is the one that I use. I know there's also Drop, I think, is another one where you could collect points. Sometimes your credit card might have shopping portals where you could get bonus points for your credit card. So if this is a purchase that you're going to make anyway, just take advantage of those cashback programs. Even though it's not going to come out to a lot of money, it's better than nothing. And last tip that I have is shop once and forget about it. So you've already done your homework, you did an inventory of your products, you have your list, you know exactly how much you're going to spend, you prioritize your purchases, and curated your shopping basket. The day that you are going to make this purchase, just add all of those items in your basket. Make sure everything looks okay. Do one last check. Make your purchase, and then forget about it. Don't think about it. You're done, and just relax. Don't look up more makeup recommendations. Don't feel like you're missing out because you're not missing out. So doing this will help you not obsess over missing out on a good deal because you've already taken advantage of the deal. You don't have to revisit it, and you could just stay calm for the rest of the month until the sale is over and then move on with your life. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these tips are helpful and help you make your sensible sale purchases for the Sephora VIB sale. Please let me know your thoughts, or if you have any tips, I would love to know them too. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.